Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the movie pod. My name's Isaac, joined by the co-host Joseph, as always. And this is episode 65 today, dude. Episode 65, 65. That's crazy. We've doubled the amount of episodes I did on the All Things podcast show in the span of 3 months. That's pretty crazy.
It is.
I mean, we did the amount of All Things podcast episodes in a month on the movie pod. So, hey, up from here, up always. But hey, we got another Mando episode today. It's been a week since our last episode. Nearly. Our last episode was episode 3 of Mando review. We didn't do a Bad Batch review because what the hell, man? I literally fell asleep watching that, dude. The only funny thing is Mace Windu is still alive. Joseph won't understand. He didn't watch the episode.
No, what?
Yeah, Mace Windu's still alive, dude. Mace Windu's a big
Is
fat
he?
guy now.
I was right. I knew it.
Yeah, Mace Windu's a big fat guy. But yeah, no, that Bad Batch episode was quite, just like what the hell? Like, what did I watch? Like, nothing happened. Like, dude, I don't care about the Bad Batch eating sushi. I don't. That's literally what they do. They eat sushi that episode.
Oh, I could go for sushi right now.
Yeah. But we're coming back with you. I'll come back at you with a Mando episode 4 predictions for season 3. Now, this episode has not leaks, but it has lots of not even rumors. It's confirmed details. Yeah, no, not even really leaks. They're just confirmed details. They're just like confirmed details. Yeah. So our predictions for this episode 4, coming off the last episode, a lot of people didn't like Dr. Pershing Coruscant stuff. People just didn't think it contributed to...
It didn't click.
Yeah, and it didn't contribute to, Grogu and Din's story, but I enjoyed the episode very much. I haven't rewatched it just because it's so long.
Yeah.
Oh no, did I rewatch it? No, I didn't rewatch it. I usually do rewatch the episodes at least twice, but this one I only watched it once. So damn long. But The Mandalorian season 3 episode 4, what we know. I posted over on our Instagram the movie pod on stuff we know. And I'll just say out loud what we know so far. So we know, now this is a pretty disappointing one. The episode's runtime clocks in at 30 minutes and 39 seconds, reportedly.
Yeah.
So that's not really, it's really only going to be a 26-minute episode. What the hell? That's the shortest Mandalorian episode. 26 minutes, you take away the credits, you take away the recap and the intro. It's really clocking in around 26 minutes, 25-minute mark. That's a big L, dude. Why so short?
It is.
Like, I was hoping season 3 was going to be, proper TV length.
Consistent TV lengths. Like, we had an hour-long episode last week.
Now that's getting cut in half.
Literally, getting cut in half. Less than.
I do admit, episode 3, last episode, Dr. Pershing stuff could have been trimmed down, cut down to 40 minutes. It really could have. The train bit, where, they're running across the train because the security droid needs to see their tickets. That really dragged on.
Yeah, that was so drawn out.
So yeah, 30 minutes. We'll see. If it's action-packed, I'll get into our next point. The episode's written by Dave Filoni, so it being 30 minutes, I don't even
It could be a 5-minute long episode, and it'd just still be good.
Yeah, look what he did with Tales of the Jedi. Look how short that was, and now look at how memorable that show is. So, obviously I wish Dave, because he only wrote 2 episodes of this season because he was very busy with Ahsoka. He wasn't involved in the Bad Batch season 2, like, at all. Mando season 3, he's still an executive producer. He's wrote 2 episodes, but that's about it. He didn't direct any. And because, he's put all his blood, sweat, and tears into the Ahsoka show. So we know, Ahsoka show is going to be where it's peak this year. So the episode is written by Dave Filoni, which is a big W. And the episode's directed by Carl Weathers. So that's... I love Carl Weathers. He directed one of my favorite Mandalorian episodes, The Siege.
Yeah, of course.
And so, yeah, I think it's going to be a really good episode just from those details, who it's wrote by and directed by. But, if it's written by Dave Filoni, dude, it's going to be... we know it's going to be Star Warsy. And now, Rosario Dawson, who plays live action Ahsoka Tano, has kind of teased her return to the Mandalorian. So, Ahsoka Tano may appear, and she could be the one to trigger Grogu's flashbacks. I'm still standing by that this episode is where we see Grogu's flashbacks, and all of it's adding up, especially with the title that got leaked. That's the big leak. The title didn't even get leaked, it just got confirmed by Carl Weathers himself. But Rosario Dawson posted on her Instagram, doing my best Wonder Ahsoka impression this Wonder Woman Wednesday as I joins for the next Mando episode. ... Hashtag this is the way. So otherwise, she's just really excited for the next episode, or she's hinting that Ahsoka Tano is in the next episode.
Well, has she done that for previous episodes?
Yeah.
Ones that she hasn't been in, at least?
In season 2, when we first saw her, the Jedi episode, first time seeing Ahsoka in live action, she teased it on her Instagram, and that's how everyone kind of found out.
Yeah.
So, hopefully, maybe that's like a marketing trick they do. It could be a very good marketing trick.
Yeah. People see that she's going to be in it, and then it brings people who aren't a fan of Mando for whatever reason.
Yeah, or diehard Ahsoka fans. It's a good marketing trick, I guess. But Carl Weathers, a few days ago now, he tweeted on Twitter. Now the tweet is still up. I thought it would get taken down, but I guess it's fine. He says, "Yours truly directed The Foundling, and it's streaming this coming week on Disney Plus. The episode is called The Foundling.
Okay.
That just confirms it's Grogu. And we know.
Yeah.
Otherwise, but I thought wouldn't it be the youngling? The Foundling sounds more of like a Dindarjian backstory. The Foundling is what little Mandalorians are called. Younglings is what little Jedis are called.
But as we discussed last week,
Grogu
what is Grogu is becoming exactly?
Yes. Okay, you got a point. So it's got to be the Order 66
going to be
flashbacks.
it's going to be
Yes,
like
maybe a long.
I really hope we're not overhyping ourselves, but I think it's going to be like a Grogu kind of origin story. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
Like
from the what we saw in the trailer, and what if that? It's 30 minutes, dude. What if? Because if Ahsoka's the one to trigger it, Din and Grogu have to go to Ahsoka, which could take 10 minutes, leaving us with really 15 minutes left. 15 minutes of flashbacks, okay, but then again, they have to leave the Mandalorian moon they're on with Bo. Is Ahsoka with Luke still? I don't know, dude. Unless Grogu. I mean, Grogu was getting stronger unless he gets the flashback himself.
Yeah,
Ahsoka's not in it.
Maybe maybe he finds go to a place like at the end of season, the second last episode, season 2, or the one, like as you said, I think in a previous episode, the stone that he sits on.
Yeah, the stone head thing.
The one that calls Luke.
Calls a Jedi. Yeah. Yeah, dude. But I think they're gonna have to do that very fast. I'm going to find Ahsoka. I mean, they could do it. I'm hopeful with Dave writing, so I already know it's gonna be good. It's definitely gonna be the Order 66 flashbacks, and I hope it's at least 10 to 15 minutes. 30 minutes is just really cramming it all in. If it is the Order 66 flashbacks, because it comes out on my birthday, doing it on my birthday, that's a big W. So ever since the details came out on who's directing, who's writing what episode, I've been like, oh my god, Order 66 flashbacks, episode 4, please, because that comes out my birthday, written by Dave. He's also wrote episode 7, which comes out April 12th, which is the day after Celebration ends.
So, and probably maybe another big episode.
Yeah, definitely. I hope it's a longer one. Maybe it's so short because Dave is really time limited. I just hope it's not rushed. He wouldn't rush it, would he?
No.
Because he's heavily focusing on Ahsoka, but Dave wouldn't rush it, no. Especially with a show like The Mandalorian. And if it is Grogu's kind of origin story. At least to who saved him. You reckon they're gonna reveal who saved him?
No, I don't think we're gonna get who saved him.
Dude, that's gonna be how many flashbacks now? We've got 3 or 2. This would be the second.
Yeah, this the other one was the other one in Book of Boba Fett?
Yeah. It was. With Luke.
Yeah.
Dude,
So I don't think we see who saves him. I think that's going to open up too much of a can of worms for them to clean up in a season which we will be halfway through already.
Yeah, it'll be right.
I don't know. I think it'll be opening like too big of a can of worms for them to deal with half a season left to go. As much as I would love it.
They do a Star Wars series Vader fan film, his Vader fan film kind of ending where we don't see Mace Windu at the end, but we see his purple saber get ignited. They could do the end of that. It's not Mace Windu. What am I saying? You know, Darth Maul. Because when I was talking to Star Wars Sith about this. Darth Maul. We don't know where it goes after Clone Wars, the finale, Order 66. We don't know where he goes. He could go to. What if he goes to the Jedi Temple to grab Grogu? Because what if he knows Palpatine wants Grogu for some cloning type crap, and Maul hates Palpatine? Maybe this takes him to stuff him around.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That'd be really cool.
It would be.
Cool. I would love that.
What I hope it is though. No, I would be down with really any of the theories. I just hope it's not a clone trooper that comes through that door. Like I hope we actually see, because in the Book of Boba flashback, clone troopers come in and take down the Jedi in front of Grogu, and then it ends. So what happens then? Do Jedi from behind Grogu come in and then quickly save him, take down the clone troopers, and they move into the next room they're in? However, it really adds up. We've talked about this before. You look at the hologram Obi-Wan Kenobi's looking at in Revenge of the Sith of Anakin slaughtering down the Jedi Masters. One of them's Sindralig, and the guy in the flashback we see in the trailer with the long blonde hair, played by Nick Gillard, looks exactly like the guy in the hologram. So, what if that's that scene? Dave that guy to write that scene. What if they do it? And then Anakin comes in, takes them all down, about to take down Grogu, but Palpatine comes in, says, no, we need him. And then what if Palpatine has him the whole time, he takes some of his blood, he doesn't want to kill Grogu, because he's force sensitive and very valuable, but he takes some of his blood. We know Moff Gideon takes some of Grogu's blood. And when Palpatine dies, I guess Grogu is then where we pick back up in the Mandalorian.
Yeah, then they have to. Then they have to write a reason on how he gets out. And how he gets out and everything.
I know someone put him in a escape pod thing, and I don't know, and someone finds him later on. I don't know.
Maybe.
Dave and John, they can do it. They're more creative and nice. It'd be sick, bro. Imagine seeing Palpatine and Anakin. And it would be actual good, unlike Kenobi show. Like, Dave and John will make sure it's perfection, dude.
Just chuck that in. Just chuck that shade in.
Yeah, like, bro, Anakin in the flashbacks for Order 66 flashbacks in Kenobi show were terrible. Anakin didn't even have his scar, and he looked so old. Didn't even de-age him, dude. Like, I love Harrison Ford. He looks great for his age. You know, he's 40 now. But it just it doesn't add up, you know? And the same with those Attack of the Clone flashbacks of the training. Right, it's a 40-year-old Padawan.
Yeah, mate. What are you talking about?
Dave and John will do it right, but I hope we're not disappointed. I hope it's a long flashback, fleshed out, and we actually see what's going on. You know, I think Ahsoka would be nice again. 30 minutes. That's like really limited.
Yeah, I don't think we get a I don't think we get an explanation for Order 66. I think it'll be like a quick flashback of that. I think we'll get more of an actual origin story for him. 30 minutes is not long enough to explain all of that.
There's no, at least show us who it is and leave us on a cliffhanger for next season or something.
Yeah, I can see that. Like, I can see maybe they give us like a sneak peek, but they don't give us how he got from
in that trailer.
How he got from Coruscant to
yeah. Unless it's Palpatine and he takes him somewhere. I don't know, dude. You know, if Ahsoka triggers, but how are they gonna do in 30 minutes? Okay, if they put that Order 66 scene in the trailer, it's gonna be a few minutes, right?
Maybe.
There's no way that's the whole scene, what they were in the trailer.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, I think
is
it'll
that
be
Grogu's point of
flashes
view?
of.
Is that Grogu's
It might not
POV?
be.
Because in the Book of Boba Fett, he has that blue stuff around his vision in the flashback. That doesn't, unless they hadn't
Yeah,
finished it yet.
could we see? Maybe we find a different Jedi sparks it, and we
What
see
if it's
his point of
Quinlan
view,
Voss?
and it's his point of view.
Yeah, I don't know. What if Quinlan Voss saves him? Because we know Quinlan Voss started the path. Kenobi, we
Yeah.
know about that. But it's someone with a lightsaber. Because if you look at that, that's a blade slicing the door. That's not stormtrooper shooting. That's a lightsaber slicing the door open. It is. That's a lightsaber. It is. I've looked at it for long enough now. That's gotta be. That's not. It's perfectly center in the middle of the door, and it goes up.
Yeah.
It's gotta be Anakin, dude. It's gotta be, right?
See, okay, I was thinking about it. Do you really think that they would?
Hayden Christensen's filming for Ahsoka. What if they just quickly filmed this?
Yeah, no, listen, hold on. Is that not too big of a thing to chuck in the middle of the season? Like, to me, that's a season finale thing.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
I do.
Like, if they show us, Palpatine and Anakin.
Yeah.
That's an end of season cliffhanger thing. That's not a middle of the season thing. I don't know. I feel like that's
it is
showing
a
you.
flashback.
That's such a big thing to give us.
You know, Grogu has this flashback.
Yeah,
and
no,
it
of
cuts back to
course,
present
but
day, and we pick up later. I reckon they'll leave us in a big cliffhanger.
But they wouldn't. I don't think they'd give us a cliffhanger in the middle of the season. Not like that.
Yeah,
I can
you're
see
probably
them
right.
doing half of it this season, and then I can see them doing half of this episode, and then the season finale they show us Anakin and Palps and whatever.
Yeah.
But if that's all of it, I doubt that they will give us Anakin and Palpatine mid-season.
Well, John
in a
Favreau,
30-minute episode.
Well, Dave Filoni's only writing episode 4 and 7. Noah Claw wrote episode 3. Bro, are we getting Boba? I thought episode 3 could have been, because that's Noah Claw's episode, but because Noah Claw co-wrote Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
And John Favreau wrote obviously everything else. I don't know, dude. It's gonna be. I mean, I think it's the most anticipated episode we're getting, especially with the name, the youngling, the foundling, written by Dave. It's what Recessio Dawson's posted on her Instagram. And Dave's gonna include Ahsoka. Dave is Ahsoka's character.
Ahsoka is
Dave's character. Yeah. Yeah.
Ahsoka the writer.
Yeah. So, unless it's like at the very end, we have the flashback and it's like 5-minute thing. Maybe it's that what we see in the trailer, and then with this, it's clone troopers that come through the door, but that really looks like a lightsaber blade.
Yeah.
It's clone troopers that come through the door. The Jedi Masters slice down the clone troopers, and then we see someone with their hood down and blue lightsaber coming towards them. And that's hinting at it's Anakin. We don't see his face.
They could be easily deceiving too, because we thought that Mando and Grogu were going to go to Coruscant, but then we got a whole different story arc about somebody else.
Yeah.
Like, we could be completely wrong. It doesn't have to be. We don't have to get the Order 66 one. We could be completely wrong.
Yeah, it might not even episode 4. You watch it not even be. No, it's all if you link everything together, it all adds up that it's gonna be Order 66.
Yeah, it very well could be, and that's the way that we're talking about this episode, as if it will be that episode. But there's a chance, not a big one, but there's definitely a chance that this isn't even the correct episode.
There's a chance.
And I'm worried that's going to be. That it's not going to be the episode.
What if this episode... No, they wouldn't do 2 episodes in a row without Grogu and Mando. I was going to say, what if this episode, it's a full Ahsoka episode or something? No.
Yeah, I do think you're right that they wouldn't do 2 Mando episodes without them in a row.
I mean, basically 3 of the Book of Boba Fett episodes were heavily Mando. So
Mando.
Those episodes were planned to be Mando, but they wanted to give us Mando earlier because we hadn't had him for 2 years. I don't know, it's all over the place.
It is.
My final predictions, though, is that... Okay, I strongly believe it's going to be the Order 66 flashbacks.
So do I.
I
hope it is too.
Bro. You know how good of a birthday present that would be? Just a coincidence, but I do think... Okay, okay. I think this is pure speculation. There's so many possibilities could happen from whoever's are behind that door. But it's clone troopers that come through the door. The Jedi Masters in front of Grogu, if that's his point of view, slice them down. They walk through the door, and then in far we see a a dude with his hood down, blue lightsaber walking towards them. We don't see his face, and then the flashback cuts, and that's hinting at it's
Yeah.
obviously Anakin, and they explain it later. But then again, as you said, a big cliffhanger like that. But it is a flashback. That's the thing. So it's not happening in present day. So they could do a massive cliffhanger like that for a flashback because it's already happened.
Yeah, doesn't mean it can't be. Just because it's a flashback doesn't mean it can't be a cliffhanger.
Yeah. So that'd be quite cool. But obviously, my dream is if it was more. But there's no way Ray Park coming back. I mean, he did do Solo. Like that too.
Yeah, and they didn't do anything with Solo. Like,
yeah, because
if they could.
Hashtag make Solo 2 happen. But not Solo 2. Darth Maul and Kira.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Just give us a Darth Maul movie.
But, Ray Park right now going like on an emotional roller coaster. He divorced his wife and like expressing all his feelings on his Insta. So I doubt he would have done any work lately. But then again, okay, looking at that flashback, that's the same freaking room from Kenobi. What if John and Dave just, on the set of Kenobi, they said, "Oh, can we film one of our scenes for Mando?" I really hope it's not, because that's gonna lower the quality, dude. That room looks exactly like it in the freaking Kenobi show. The flashback episode, flashbacks where Kenobi and Anakin were training. That was the same room that was at the start of the show with young Reva and the little Jedi, the little younglings.
Yeah.
That just proves how bad that budget was. So I hope it's not like that. But I don't know. We'll see, and literally, we'll see tomorrow, dude. I'm hyped for it.
Yeah.
Very hyped. And yeah, I think I will do a watch party just because of how short the episode is. But it'll just be me reacting to it. Like I'll start, react, end, because it's my birthday. Like I'm doing stuff. But it's only 30 minutes. So if the episode comes out at 4:50 p.m. our time, we'll finish by 5:15, and I'll be right. But episode 4, season 3, Dave Filoni writing it, directed by Carl Weathers. What do you guys think is gonna happen? It's called The Foundling, so it just kinda, dude, it's the Order 66 flashback. Unless it's a din, but it wouldn't be. It's dude, it is.
It's gotta be.
It's gotta be the Foundling. It's got to be.
I mean, you might be right. It might be a Din Djarin episode, but
I don't think that's more of a Jon Favreau written episode. That's not something Dave would write. Well, I mean,
yeah.
Nah, dude, it's always 60 flashbacks. They're coming, dude. Coming tomorrow. I know it. Surely. Yeah.
Well,
it's gotta be.
Okay. Sorry to end on this, but he did just get renewed as a Mandalorian. Because he just went in the living waters.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
It could be a Mandalorian episode, like Din Djarin episode, because he did just get. Is the phrase rebirthed? I don't know what the phrase is, but
reborn.
He just got he got reborn. He got He's now again a Mandalorian.
Dude,
Okay,
you might
part
be
of
right.
that creed.
There's a 5% chance you're right, but I'm sticking to it. I'm hyping up that it's Order 66 flashbacks, and if it isn't, then worst birthday ever. Because
we're gonna write.
I'm really hyping it up. I strongly believe it will be, so I'm taking the risk of being so friggin' excited for it to be Order 66. And if it is, hooray! I just hope it's long. I hope it's fleshed out. It's 30 minutes. What can they really do? But hey, guys, let us know your theories and what do you hope to see in episode 4 of season 3 of The Mandalorian. titled The Foundling, directed by Carl Weathers and written by Dave Filoni. Will Ahsoka appear? Are we getting Grogu's flashbacks? What do you think about the runtime? Let us all know down below, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for the Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 4 review. Yeah, we're hyped. Alrighty, guys. See you tomorrow.
Bye.